This is the best deal possible for Britain. And this is the only deal possible. So if the House would say no, we would have no deal. It's not the intention of the Prime Minister, nor of the Cabinet, nor of the Parliament to go for a second referendum. This is the deal. This is the deal.
And you're trying to help the Prime Minister sell it, actually, by saying this is the best deal possible. But surely it can't be the best deal possible, because right from the beginning, you and other EU leaders said it has to be very clear in this deal that life on the outside can't be as good as on the inside.
If you're out, you're out. You are not part of the decision-making process. This is, by the way, a very sad moment for the European Union and for Britain. And we'll discover in future years why I'm saying today that this is a sad moment. I'm not happy, but I'm happy that we have a deal.
There's a perception in much of the UK that this was a punishment process, the negotiations process, that even though today there were nice words for Theresa May, like from the Dutch Prime Minister, she negotiated in a very tough way, actually that in the end the UK had to concede most of the time.
I don't understand why the British people, and I like the British people for so many, including historical reasons, why they are feeling that they are humiliated. I don't see that, because numerous points of view of the British have been taken into this deal. So this is not a humiliation for Britain.
There is something about the tough negotiations on behalf of the EU during, these Brexit talks that have made some in the UK say, you know what, we're really glad we're leaving. They're inflexible and they don't listen to the needs of the people. What would be your reaction to that? I
was always respecting the dignity of the British people, which is the same as the dignity of peoples living on the continent. Britain has voted. It was a sovereign decision. We are highly respecting that decision, although we don't like it.
It's also not the end of the road of negotiations, of course. Negotiations on a future trade deal and other relationships start in earnest after Brexit. We'll come back to Gibraltar, we'll come back to fishing, and we could come back to the Northern Ireland border question.
I don't think that we can come back to the Northern Ireland border question. We will start in the next coming months the talks about the future relationship, and I don't think it would be wise if I would give you first indications on the outcome of these negotiations.
You said to me right at the beginning of this process that you felt it would be a sad process. You also said that somehow it felt like a failure.
Everyone is losing in this.
But is it a failure on the EU's behalf? Do you think it's got this far?
Is it a failure on the British behalf? If you are telling people year after year, month after month, day after day, that the membership of Britain in the European Union is a bad thing for the British citizens. So I don't think that the European Union is guilty for the result. It's the responsibility of Britain, only of Britain, of nobody else.
Is there a certain sense of relief, though? The UK was never a happy, enthusiastic member of the European Union. Once the UK's gone, surely you're free to have an EU army or any other things that the UK was standing in the way of?
I always appreciated in my former life as minister and as Prime Minister the British sense of pragmatism. It was a gift given by Britain to the European Union, down to earth, common sense. We'll miss that, but it was a decision of the British people to leave.